everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always so happy to find you here. I do upload on Mondays and Thursdays. So when you click subscribe, anytime while watching this video, you will be notified when I have uploaded new content for your view. And of course, my pleasure. It is indeed my pleasure. Welcome to any new subscribers here. I'm delighted to have you, and I hope you stay for a very good long while. Bring a friend with you and forward the content to a friend. Okay? Appreciate it. I'd like to talk about the black and white of things. As you can see my zebras in the backdrop, an animal lover. I go to the zoo as often as I can. Haven't done it in a while since COVID, but I'm trying to get back into my social life like everyone else is. Don't let it get on you, is what I've always been told. But having said that, I'd like to share with you one of my least favorite words. Actually, it may be my least favorite word. If not, it's sure in that realm. And that is the word frustrating or frustrated, particularly at work. And let me tell you why. If a person, check my timer here. I use hours glasses a lot, so um focus. If an employee comes to you, or if you go to your boss and you say, I'm frustrated by a project or a person on a project or a person on the team, or frustrated by deliveries being late or whatever is bothering you, by the time you get to the point of calling it frustrated, you were frustrated a long time ago. So these are my views, having heard employees many times use the word I would call gingerly. In my view, it is the most overused word. It is the most overused and under-accurate word for how you're truly feeling, particularly at work. Because when you're frustrated, you really are pissed off about a thing. But frustrated is the best word you can use, because pissed off about a thing is not a good word to use, particularly at work. What often I hear from a supervisor when an employee says that is they say, which is frustrating to me to hear, I would say, but they say, I see how that could be frustrating. Now they're trying to be understanding, but they're lining up with you on something they failed to do to make that frustration not appear in the first place. So as a good supervisor, one of the things that you should do at the core, meaning at the very beginning, is fine tune and limit and reduce any glitches along the way, which would make frustration appear in the first place. So having said that, this is what I mean. When employees say that they're frustrated and they are able to verbalize it to you, they have become, now these are my words and these are my experience, and these are things that I've seen many times over many years. So this is what's talking right now, that experience. What they're not saying is you should have fixed this by now. What they're not saying is I reported this in some kind of way before that you didn't realize I was reporting it in some kind of way before, and you didn't fix this by now. What they're saying is I've not come many times before in hopes that you would have fixed this by now. And now I'm frustrated. Now these are my words of what they don't say, but oftentimes are wanting to say. And some have shared that with me. So when we hear this, we should immediately fix the frustration, because frustration is, to me, now not just at work, but in general, Frustration to me, if it's not resolved, will only turn to anger. And now it may already be anger. Frustration will turn into other measures and acts by which a person may take to simmer down the frustration so they don't act out in anger, is what they'll do. So they'll be late on a project because you've been late for them, or they won't return an email because it's the tit for tat. It will create more and more because they're unable to verbalize or didn't verbalize or verbalize before that they were frustrated and nothing was done. So see, this is why I don't like the word. I don't like the word. You're either mad or you're just peeved or you're bothered, but frustration should not occur repeatedly in the same person for the same problem without a resolution. And if there is no resolution, then what's the purpose of doing whatever that project is that is frustrating them? Are you going to do it, boss? So let's talk about that part. Many times, a supervisor, a boss, a head of a department, a CEO, or whomever is at their desk in the office is spitting out directives as to what to do about an issue, but they've never done it themselves. They'll send a memo to everybody to start doing this, and they never done it in practice themselves to see how that would really be. It's like the military, where the general is pitting out army about who's going to be on the front line, but he never sent his own son. Now I know that's a strong comparison, but the picture I'm trying to paint here is many times a head of a department or a VP of the company or a CEO, when they approve these new processes, they've not want to do it themselves to know what it's like. And few managers will challenge it and say, hey, yeah, I got this, but let me tell you why this won't work. Because they're not going to go up against that positional power. Let me give you an example. I saw a woman over the holidays, and she had suggested to the store manager that using a sign, posting a sign that would be more, I guess, clearer, I shouldn't say more, clearer to an issue that customers kept having. They're posting a sign on, I think, the fitting room or something. And the manager said, that's a good idea, but corporate hasn't approved it. When I heard that, I said to myself, that's a poor manager. 3 reasons. 1, she didn't take the initiative. 1, she didn't take the idea into consideration. 2, she didn't take the initiative to find out if it would just be okay for them to try it. And 3, why would corporate, who is concerned about profit margins and same sales stores and all of that, be concerned about a sign on a fitting room door? This is what I mean by that turning into frustration, because do you think that person's going to come again with another bright idea? This is what I mean by the black and white of things. After a while, the person will begin what I call zebra striping. It was a white horse before or a black horse before, but every time they tried and you knocked down their idea and you didn't pursue it and you did, that's a line of frustration. Another line of frustration. They didn't hear you. They didn't take it. They didn't follow up. And before you know it, you no longer have a white horse or a black horse. You have a zebra. And the number of ideas that come from them once they become a zebra starts diminishing because they weren't originally a zebra. They were a white horse or a black horse. You made them into it. Only an original zebra will continue to push out ideas. So be careful with that, is what I'm saying. Your children, they have a bright idea. Take it and see what it's like. In your relationship, you eat at that same restaurant all the time. Try something new. This is what I'm saying. To not let it get to the point of frustration, because frustration is an overused word with an under accurate definition. You're frustrated, you're really mad. You're frustrated, you're really angry. You're frustrated, you're about to be at your boiling point. No one should get to the point of that kind of frustration. Now, the only description of a frustration I can at this point, because I was not frustrated by the word frustration for a long time until this, because I started hearing it too much, and why didn't anyone do anything about it? The only frustration that I think I'm kind of okay with is being frustrated and putting together like a puzzle. After a while, you go, "Oh, I just want to stop." Or being frustrated cleaning out the garage. Why didn't I do this before? And just plowing through cleaning out the garage. That to me is a temporary frustration. You're plowing through cleaning out the garage. You're plowing through putting together the puzzle. At the end of it, it's done. The frustration is over because you've completed the project. Not when it's repeated at work. So let's not repeat it at work. If you owe someone an email, shoot it off. If you owe someone a project, send it to them. If they can't finish their task because your piece of your task feeds into theirs, send it to them as quickly as possible. That kind of thing. And just, you know what? Simmer down the frustration because it's unnecessary in the first place. And I love you. If you've gotten this far, please click subscribe. Bring a friend with you next time. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Have a wonderful work week. Don't get frustrated. Bye.